Today I would like to make a video about this other, it's actually a response video to a video I watched last night, and I've been thinking about it all night. It's called, let's see, it's called A Tribute to African Americans Who Voted Yes on Prop 8. I'll give it a link, but basically it is just congratulating the black community in California for voting to save marriage. And they use some of Obama's speeches, and they kind of, take what he said out of context and loop around somewhat what he said, and it's just it's kind of a deceitful video, and it's just sad that they feel like they need to they feel like they need to congratulate people for being discriminatory and taking away rights of people. I mean, this video is just, okay, so first off, obviously it's probably from a Christian group, and I don't want to go into all the details about, why thinking gay marriage is wrong is, stupid, and, the Bible doesn't even really support it up if you actually read the Bible and think about the context it's in. It says, if a man lies with a man as a woman, it's detestable. But 7 chapters earlier, it also talks about how eating shrimp and other shellfish is detestable, and how you should be put to death if you have sex before marriage, or if a woman is not a virgin before marriage. And it talks, there's so many things in the Bible that are not relevant anymore, and people just pick and choose what they want to hear, and so it's stupid. If Jesus never once mentions homosexuality. Sure, Paul does, but Paul was not Jesus, and Paul never actually was around when Jesus was alive. Anyways, I'm not going to go into that. What I really wanted to talk about was how I think this is really sad, especially coming from the black community, for a number of reasons. One, it's a minority group who, only 40 years ago was trying to win their own rights. And they had been discriminated against for a long time. They still are in a lot of respects. And now the same thing is happening to the gay community, and the black community is applauding themselves for discriminating against them and being bigots. It's just really sad. It's stupid. It's idiotic. It's immoral. It's wrong. It's detestable. There's so many things wrong with this. If you went back to the 60s and put to a popular vote whether African Americans should have, the right to vote and there should not be segregation and all that, they would have lost. And it's just a sad fact that if you have majority rules, you have a hard time protecting the minority. That's just how democracy works, and that's why we have representatives to vote who hopefully can work better than majority rules and protect the rights of the people. That is what our government is for, and it's not working now, and it's stupid. And I don't want to compare the plight of African Americans to the gay community, but because I know that upsets a lot of people, but they are very similar. They're both a minority group who are discriminated against, and now the black community, after winning lots of battles, has abandoned and has forgotten that they were once a minority group fighting for their rights. And this video is just awful. One last thing is the video talks about saving marriage, and this is some argument that I have never understood. I do not understand how denying two people of the same sex who desire to get married and who love each other, denying them the right to get married, how is that saving marriage? How is that protecting the sanctity of marriage when a man and a woman who have never met before can walk over to the courthouse and get married? They can go to Las Vegas, get married in an hour. There's a 50% divorce rate. Those are some of the things that you should fix or you should change to save marriage, not denying two people who love each other the right to get married. It just, this argument doesn't make sense. And A lot of people are scared that if we allow homosexual marriage, they will have to teach marriage in schools. The government will mandate it. Um, I went to public school. I don't remember ever being taught marriage. It's kind of something that you learn on your own what it is. Um, and, people are afraid that, oh, if marriage is allowed, then, re certain religions will have to perform these marriages, which is total nonsense because there is a separation of church and state, and, if a certain religion doesn't want to accept the marriages, it doesn't have to. This is a legal matter. It's not a religious matter. And if you want to talk about protecting the religions, what about the religions that do accept gay marriages? They are not allowed to perform their religious function without the right in the country for gay people to get married. So, on all aspects, this argument is nonsense, and this video is just bigotry. And that is it. Well, have a good day.